Hi, this is Teacher Scott, and today we'll be talking about Ayurveda and Dinacarya. Dinacarya is the daily routine, and the daily routine is very important in Ayurveda for keeping structure in your life. And if you follow a proper daily routine, you can extend your life, you can stay healthier, and live a happier life. So the first aspect of the daily routine is to wake up early. The idea is that there's Brahma Muhurta, which is the best time to wake up in the morning. It's between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. And so if you can wake up during this time, you can lead a more spiritual existence. Also, with regards to the doshas, before 6 a.m. is a Vata time, so it's the best time to get your system going. If you wake up after 6 a.m., that's a Kapha time, so you'll be a little bit more sluggish throughout your day. If you're observing daylight savings time, then 6 a.m. is really 7 a.m. And so you can wake up before 7 a.m. when it's daylight savings time, because your body keys to the movement of the sun, not to a universal or statewide change in the clocks. So wake up early is the first rule of daily routine. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning is you can cleanse the auric field. And you can do that by just gently rubbing your hands in front of your face, in front of your body 3 times. So from the top down, sorry, trying to do this with the camera, 3 times to cleanse the auric field. And then, before getting in bed, say a brief prayer to whatever, whomever. You can say, universe, thank you for today. Thank you for my being alive. Thank you for the people in my life. Thank you for whatever. But starting the day with some bit of gratitude to something bigger than yourself is a fantastic way of starting the day. Next, get up and go pee. Then splash some water on your face to clean your face off. And splash water into your eyes. Get your eyes, blink 9 times with the water that you splash into your eyes. Then drink 2 cups of warm water. This is very important. Start the day with warm water. You've been breathing out moisture all night, and your body is dehydrated. So the first thing you want to do is rehydrate the body. The other thing that drinking 2 cups of warm water does is that it stimulates peristalsis, which means it makes you go to the bathroom, number 2. And this is the best way to train yourself to go to the bathroom, is to drink 2 cups of warm water first thing in the morning. Then, once you've been stimulated by your 2 cups of warm water, you sit on the toilet. And even if you're not ready to go, just give it 3 gentle squeezes. Because you want to train yourself to go first thing in the morning. So even if you can't evacuate, just sit down and try. Don't strain, but do the attempt. Then go ahead and brush your teeth. Scrape the tongue. Scraping the tongue involves a tongue scraper, and you just scrape down on your tongue 9 times. The best tongue scrapers are the stainless steel. They're also the cheapest. Then do a little gargle with sesame oil. After all that, swoosh it around in your mouth. That's really good for the gums. It keeps your gums healthy. Gargle in the back of the throat and swish around all amongst your teeth. Next up, chew some sesame seeds. Have some sesame seeds in your bathroom. Just take a little pinch and chew them up. That gets the bodhaka kapha in the mouth going, the saliva going, and in stimulating that saliva, it starts the digestion off early in the morning so that your digestion, when it comes time to eat, is ready to eat. Next, go back to your bedroom, lie down, and do some Nasya. Nasya means putting drops into your nose. The best Nasya is something called super Nasya oil. You put 5 drops in each nostril. Or you can just take some ghee and take your little finger and stick it into the ghee and stick the little finger up your nose and just do like that on each side of the nose, inside the nose. And that will oil up the nose for the day. Then take a little warm sesame oil, put a little bit in the cap, and then turn your head to the side and pour warm sesame oil into each ear. So you hold on one side. This is backwards for me. You hold on one side, let it sink in, and then when you switch sides, you go like this and let the oil drain into your hand. And then do the other side. And with the oil in your hand, if you're bald like me, you can just put it on your head, or you can just put your hands together. Next, you're going to oil up the whole body, so make sure you're back in the bathroom. And start with the head and oil up. Sesame oil and sunflower oil is half and half is the best. It's tridoshic. It's safe. Abhyānga is the best thing to keep you looking young. It's the best thing for immunity because it gets the lymph flowing in the body and it keeps the skin healthy. And once you oil up the whole body, you want to let that oil sit on your body for about at least 5 minutes before you hop in the shower. Then hop in the shower and don't use soap on most of your body. Your body actually doesn't need soap. The only parts you want to use soap are under the arms and down below. The rest of your body that you've just oiled up, you want to keep that oil into your body as much as possible. So don't use soap on your body. The water from the shower will wash off most of the oil, and then when you towel off, that will get all the oil, so don't worry about oil on your clothes. Always dress with clean clothes. Don't dress with yesterday's clothes. Yesterday's clothes has all the emotions and pheromones and whatnot from yesterday. So you want to start the day off fresh. And the best way to do that is with clean clothes. Then use essential oils. Ayurveda doesn't really like artificial fragrances because they use pheromones from animals, which can affect your body in ways that you just don't know. So, but Ayurveda knows how essential oils affect the body with regards to Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And I've given you 4 essential oils here. If you like any of the smells here, they're all tridoshic, which means they balance the body. They keep the body in balance. So lavender, sandalwood, jadamamsi, and rose, any combination of those will keep the body and help keep the body in balance and will clear the auric field. Then, next up, you want to do some yogasanas. Those are the yoga poses. You don't need to do much in the way of yoga poses. You just need to get the body moving. So 10 to 20 minutes of yoga poses is plenty. And if you're a yoga practitioner, just do enough to get the spine awake. If you're going to do sitting in a seated posture, you probably want to do a couple of hip openers just so that you can sit comfortably. But the purpose of asana is to strengthen the spine, because once the spine is strong, you can sit upright and tall in a meditative posture for however long you want to meditate. Then you do your pranayama. Pranayama is perhaps the most important start of the day. Doing this pranayama really gets the energy part of the body flowing properly and pulls in a good amount of energy. Pranayama for most adults is the best practice out of the whole canon of yoga practices for keeping your system healthy. And there are lots of pranayamas you can do in the morning. The most beneficial is Ujjayi pranayama, just slowing down the breath, slowing down the inhale, slowing down the exhale. So if you can inhale 6 seconds and exhale 6 seconds, that would be a great way to start. And as you continue a pranayama practice, you slow your breath down even more. So you'll inhale 8 seconds, exhale 8 seconds. And then you can start to add small holds after inhale and exhale. After you do your pranayama practice, you can do 8 to 10 minutes of pranayama. Then sit and do your meditation practice. You can do 10 to 20 minutes of meditation. And whichever meditation practice you want to do in the morning is going to be fine. You can watch the breath through the nostrils. You can do body scanning. You can bring your attention to your third eye. You can bring your awareness to the microcosmic orbit, as they say in Taoist yoga. Plenty of meditations, and if you want to learn meditations, you can always contact me and we can have a lesson. Then have breakfast between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. After you've done all this, have a light breakfast. Have an Ayurvedic breakfast according to your dosha. Do not mix things that shouldn't be mixed. So don't mix fruit and milk when you eat breakfast. And if you want to know more about how to eat a proper diet, you can always contact me. Then you go about your day, go to work and do whatever you're doing for work, and then have your lunch between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. if you can get it. If it's daylight savings time, of course, you can have your lunch between 12 noon and 2 p.m. The idea is that you want to have your lunch when the sun is at the peak of the sky, because your digestion and the sun are linked. So have your lunch then go back to work, have your dinner. Have your dinner early. A lot of mistakes many cultures make and a lot of Americans make is to eat too late. When you eat too late, you're digesting at the same time that you're trying to go to sleep, and that's bad for your digestion. So eat early. You want a good at least 12 hours between dinner and breakfast. So try to eat your dinner as early as possible. Then an hour before bed, have your triphala. Triphala is Ayurvedic super medicine. It's a combination of 3 herbs, amalaki, bibitaki, and harataki. These are all fruits that are powdered. They have 5 of the 6 tastes, and they're slight purgatives or laxative. So they will keep your digestion flowing so that you can get that morning evacuation. Have your triphala with warm water. If a half teaspoon of triphala isn't giving you your morning evacuation, you can always up the dose to 1 teaspoon. And then before bed, do a little pranayama, 8 to 10 minutes, and then do meditation. A great meditation you can do at the end of the day is to review your day from the start to finish, what happened and how you feel about the day and whatnot. There are plenty of other meditations. Again, feel free to contact me. And then best thing you can do is be in bed by 10 p.m. And of course, 11 p.m. if you're on daylight savings time, because the best time to sleep is the pitta time of the evening, which is between 10 and 2 a.m. And that's when you're digesting your experience. So you want to be asleep during that time. So make sure you can be in bed by 10 p.m. For optimal sleep. And then you sleep 7.5 to 8 hours, but you're up right before 6. And this has been Teacher Scott. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Yoga and Ayurveda with Teacher Scott, or visit my website, teacherscott.org, if you'd like to schedule an appointment. Thank you and namaste.